Okay, so we'll try in this video to address this question, which is how do I personally uh, stay consistent with posting as as a founder who's a part-time content creator. And the whole point of this meeting is to try to answer some questions in regards to how to create content on YouTube as a founder and as, let's say, a solopreneur, as someone who's busy with other things. And after like hearing some of your input, I'm gonna walk you through how I actually was able to, on the other channel, not on this one, to hit 200 and now 41 videos over 2 years, 241 videos about a specific topic, which is my niche, and exceeding half a million views, which is not a lot for 241 videos, but I'm not ashamed by this number, because a half a million views is better than 0 views in 2 years. And then how did that channel get 8,000 subscribers? I also have another channel which is not like it's made for kids, and on that channel we're almost 10 million views. How was I able to stay consistent with blog posting now that we have on my own website more than 500 blogs in both languages, English and Arabic? Uh, and then how did we hit 400,000 Google impressions over the past 6 months? I'm not the, I am like, I'm not bringing in huge numbers of millions of reach on Google or YouTube, whatever. But what I'm bringing in is consistency. How was it doable as someone who's busy, as someone who's running operations, as someone who's running sales, as someone who has his own agency and busy with 20 things at the same time? So I'm gonna start by asking you. You can go first, Mansour or Bara. يعني, why haven't you started on YouTube yet?
I can go first. It feels daunting. It feels like there's a lot of setup that needs to be
Can
done.
you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you, Bara.
it feels like a lot of
So
setup
for
needs to
me,
be done.
because I don't know what to talk about. Like for me, I'm not a content creator. Like I don't make content to make money, right? So I don't care about that. My business like does not require me to go on YouTube, basically. So but I want to go on YouTube. So it's always a question like, what should I talk about? Because my goal is not to make money out of creating content on YouTube. So that's why like I haven't done anything on YouTube. I don't know what to talk about because I know I have a lot to talk about. I know I have a lot to share. Uh, but is it a priority? Does it help my business? That like 4 or 5 hours a week or a month, if I put it towards my business, would I get a higher ROI? All those questions.
Okay, Mansour, you were saying.
Yeah, I was saying it's just about what it takes to get set up, and I guess Barat mentioned very well. Can you hear me fine?
We can hear you. I think, but you have a, you're not hearing. Like, I don't know if you can
Can you
rejoin if
hear
you
me?
want, but we can hear you, Mansour.
Okay, sounds good. I think what Barat said about priority, like it just, I feel like it's so daunting that there's so much to prepare in advance of recording that it just falls off the priority list. And also, yeah, like knowing a clear goal outcome maybe of like how do you organize your topics of what to speak about. I guess maybe that's part of it as well.
How about you, Hisham? So I asked a question, which is why haven't you started on YouTube yet?
I resonate with what Bara said, honestly. Um, there's the element of like paralysis by analysis, but at the same time, also it's there's this daunting, not fear, but concept that the image and what you show up with, you have to stick with. You can't really change it all the time because once you start developing a brand and stuff like that, Annie, you got to stick with it. So, for example, if I decide to go on automations, and then later on I want to talk about client services or how to work in the e-com space and agency e-com space, and it's two different worlds, two different demographic, two different types of content. And then even if you choose automations, for example, it's a very general term. You can focus on CRMs, you can focus on project management tools, you can focus on agency flows and automations that make a difference. And it's that figuring it out. And once you figure it out, it's what Baras said. It's like the setup, the work, the whole nine yards. So I think a
Um,
framework would be nice, and
yeah. So before the
that can
framework,
help.
to me, like hearing your the reasons that prevented you from starting on on YouTube for the past, I don't know, 2 years, depending on when you started your business. These reasons that were mentioned are either related to mindset and how you see content creation, or technicality, right? And if we want to debug or like break down these challenges and then address them properly with mentioning AI agents and how they might be a helpful asset to you and to your video creation, we need to first realize that, am I not doing this thing am I not going on YouTube because I have the wrong mindset towards video creation, or because of its technicality and because it's hard? And so we're going to start with the mindset first, which is uh, I heard something that I disagree with, which is I need to figure out what I want to be doing first, and then because I can't change. To me, this is a misconception that I've learned firsthand. Um, an example would be for example, I had an English LinkedIn account that I lost, and that account يعني was grown to I grew the account, I invested in it, I spent time. But when I lost the account, it was an opportunity for me to actually reposition myself in the market. There's something called repositioning, and it exists for a reason, and big names do it. And there are a lot of people who would go on YouTube today as political commentators and then end up doing business content. They either start new channels, but now a lot of people know them. One, two, they've got used to content creation. They've developed this skill. They shrinked the skill gap and the knowledge gap towards content creation. And so repositioning for them is easy. I am someone who believes that repositioning is easier than positioning. And so if right now I'm not doing YouTube because I fear repositioning in the future, well, if you can overcome positioning in the first place, right? Repositioning is easier. And so this is just like to comment on the fact that I am I am not so sure that I want to keep talking about the same thing that I'll start my YouTube channel with. Two, I don't have a goal, or like I don't see the value behind content creation. This is also related to mindset. We're gonna come to tactics and we're gonna come to technicalities and what are some of the things that you can do to make this easy and to make this consistent, and what are some of the things that you can do to help you stay consistent with content creation. But before that, I just want to comment on I don't have a goal, or I don't see the value behind it, or why would it be a priority. I always advocate for a book, and it feels like I am the one who wrote the book, which is They Ask You Answer. It's a long read. It's a 9 hours listen if you want to listen to it on Audible. But this book changed my whole perspective towards blog posts, and I'm gonna come to YouTube because YouTube is a byproduct for this change that I had in my mindset. The whole book of They Ask You Answer is the premise of the book is someone who was running a swimming pool business in the US, literally setting up swimming pools for villas and for homes and for homeowners. He revealed to me the best way to get content ideas, which is people's questions. Now, people's questions about your industry is the best source of content ideas. Of course, he was implementing that example for blog posts, and I implemented it for our own blog, my own blog as an agency owner. And this is how we were able to again hit 500 plus blog posts over the past 6 months and more than 500,000 impressions on Google through doing his advice. So his advice didn't involve the technicalities that I was able to implement, but his advice gave me the mindset. Okay, I need content ideas, because I mean, first of all, Barat said I don't have a goal, but then he also said content ideas is a problem. And so to me, he revealed, okay, so how do I get content ideas? I need to go to the audience. Okay, what if I don't have an audience? Well, people have audiences. And I am not the first one to talk about XYZ in most cases. Unless you're Elon Musk or you're someone who actually invented something that nobody else invented, you're not you're most certainly, or like 99%, what you're going to be talking about is something that other people are already talking about. And so they've done the hard work to build their audiences and to rely on the algorithms to actually push their content to the right audience. Meaning your audience exists. It's just they just don't know you yet. And so how do I find my audience? I need to find similar content creators. How do I find similar content creators? This is if you want to rely on getting inspired by other content creators, but there are other ways that I'm going to mention which are easier for you as someone who's busy. Because the whole point of this of what we're doing is to make video creation and YouTube easy, doable, and consistable, if I want to use this term. And so I don't have a goal. Uh, now let's debug. I don't have a goal. I don't have a goal is if you're running a business, then I don't know if anyone of you guys would argue that if you're running a business and if I am someone who's out there and have a question about your industry, would it hurt you that I get the answer from you as a founder? To me, this is enough of a goal to push me to post on YouTube. If someone has a question about LinkedIn account recovery, although I don't provide this as a service and I don't have a direct financial benefit from providing this as a service to people, so I don't have it as a service in my LinkedIn agency, but it wouldn't hurt me for people who have this question about my industry to get the answer from my own channel on YouTube. And so it wouldn't hurt me to have 1,000 videos on YouTube that answer 1,000 questions about my industry. Unless you guys have a different argument. I mean, I'm open to hearing thoughts. Like, do you believe it harms
No,
you?
but let's use me as an example. I run a virtual fertility business. What would I post on YouTube? Because I got an advice from one of my friends. He's like, just do it as a hobby. Like you read books, so maybe just post videos about the books you read and your feedback. Okay, good. It's a good idea. I can talk 10, 15 minutes about book, let's say, each week. But how would that help why am I doing this? How is that going to help me, like at the end, basically?
Exactly. So the
Am I
what?
going to be writing books in the future? I don't know. Am I going to be, I don't know. Like, understand me? It's like reverse engineering. What am I doing exactly today that is going to help me eventually in the future?
So there's two layers to answering this. One is there's a misconception that you as a founder, I think I'm hearing my voice with you, Baraa. Can I wait? No, it's not from you. Maybe from you, Mansour. I don't know. Yeah, right now I'm good. So there's two layers to answering this. One is there's a misconception that you as a founder, when you create content, the content always is going to feed or to benefit your business. That's a misconception. And so the whole concept of following isn't 100. So when someone follows you, they're not just following your niche. They're not just following your industry. There's a percentage of let's say, of the reasoning. There's a percentage of the reasoning for them to decide to follow you or to hit subscribe, which is because they liked you as a person and they like how you think. And they like how you, because again, and in the AI world right now, information is free and anyone can get any answer using a prompt, a message. And so information is not what you're sending anymore. It's your thoughts, your opinions, your emotions, your personality, your background, Mansour's background, the hat that Mansour has on his communication styles, his tonality, his usage of words, his stories. So this is 50. I think, like, to me, this is 50% of why I would subscribe to anyone. I mean, I have 20 political commentators. I don't look for the best political commentator who understands politics the best way possible. Nobody does this. That's not like the content consumption behavior that's common. The content consumption behavior that's common is people would simply subscribe and follow someone who they like. And so To answer the why, if you don't have the why yet, of course, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't film like right now with the knowledge that I know right now. I wouldn't start a YouTube channel and talk about the books I read. Like I would at least decide a theme that this channel follows, and this is because of the algorithms. Because when someone subscribes to my channel, they're expecting to see a similar video to the video that they knew about me from. So if they saw a video of me talking about sales, they might expect another video about marketing, but marketing and sales are similar. They might expect something about sales. And so at least I would choose the theme of what I'm talking about. In your case, if you, I mean, I'm not consulting here, but if you're saying your business is a virtual clinic, uh, then I'd assume 90% of what you do is running the back end of this business. And so these could be things that you can talk about. I'm going to give an example. My Arabic channel right now, when I started the channel, I didn't have, my theme was running a business. It was too broad. I did 30 to 40 videos and I left the channel. I wasn't consistent. I disappeared for like 25, no, like I disappeared for a year and a half. After a year and a half, one of the 20 videos blew up, like seriously blew up. It went from, usually I get 100 views. This video exceeded 70,000 views, which is LinkedIn in 7 minutes. So this specific video made the whole channel, when I came back to YouTube and decided to stay consistent, the whole channel right now is about LinkedIn. The whole content is about LinkedIn. But what happened is, and for English listeners, best means but what happened is I did 20 to 30 videos of one theme, which is challenges I face as a business owner. And then the video that got the most views signaled to me that this is the topic that most of my audience are interested in, because other videos nobody watched them. And so what I did is, and then I started posting videos about LinkedIn, and it turned out to be true, because when I post a course over for like 1 hour plus YouTube video, that's a course, I was able to achieve same numbers for other videos on the channel. And so I would choose a theme. I don't have to be talking about the same specific. For example, in Hisham's case, it could be automation. Automation is big. It's a huge topic. Includes integration, includes AI, includes sales, includes marketing. It's a huge topic. This is one way to do it. Another way to do it is, instead of choosing a theme, is you choose an avatar that you talk to, that you speak with. And so I'm either deciding that I am talking about LinkedIn, or I decide that I am talking to solopreneurs. This is a good way to start. Is think of your avatar, think of your viewer, create an avatar in your mind, and your mind can only create things that actually exist, because you just connect dots. And so you can come up with an avatar and say, listen, I need my audience to be, and this is a very good practice, I need my audience to be 3 dots, try to fill this. I need my audience to be someone who is running virtual businesses. If that's your customer avatar, then you could start your channel and then start talking about any challenge or any issue or anything that would help someone who fits your customer avatar. And so back to the why, again, it would not hurt. That's the whole mindset. I don't need like 200 reasons to prove to me that YouTube is good for me. I need one reason to prove to me that it's bad. And if you're able to give me a reason that proves to me that YouTube doesn't help my own growth, doesn't help my communication skills growth, doesn't help my personal image, doesn't help my business, if you're able to provide a single valid reason, I would quit YouTube today. And same applies for LinkedIn. If you're able to prove to me that posting on LinkedIn harms my business in any way, shape, or form, not just my business, but myself, I would quit LinkedIn today. And so when you're talking about something like this, and then you think of it the other way, which is why not? So why not we do these for the viewers, we do these sessions every week. Question is, why not putting them out on YouTube? Why not? Don't tell me why to put it on YouTube. Just tell me why not to put it on YouTube. And if there's a reason, we would not post it. And I think in 2026, it's funny when we say 2026, because I was about to say in 2021. I'm stuck in 2021. I think in 2026, uh, nobody needs to prove to you that personal branding is very important. And in 2026, the whole concept of content creation should be flipped. It's like, why not? As a founder, you have, as a founder, you have the best leverage to talk about things because you have you threw yourself into the sea and you're figuring out swimming. And those that are in the shot in the sail, that are looking at you and they would hear you and they would listen to you. Those that didn't yet take the decision would listen to you. And so you have all the experiences, you have all the stories, you have all the knowledge because you're acquiring knowledge all the time because you're running your own thing to actually come up with content. Now, to the technical part, I'm gonna assume, hypothetically speaking, you guys all right now would just create. It takes 5 minutes to create a YouTube channel. Takes another 2 minutes to upload an image and name the channel and add a cloud description about your channel. Just tell cloud, listen, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just someone in X industry, and I'm starting my YouTube channel. Write me a description for the channel. They write you the description of the channel. You just put it there. Literally 10 minutes, you have your channel up and running. Now the technical part, which is where almost everybody, not everybody, but almost most people stop, which is, wait a second, this is exhausting, takes time to ideate, takes time to film, takes time to record. I'm going to share my own personal experience when it comes to recording. I still have a good camera, I have lighting, I have a better mic than that, which is here, but it's heavier. And I used to film my videos on a camera and then take the memory card, put it in the laptop, take the footage, put it on a video editor, and then take the audio that was recorded from a different software, put it with the video, and then what is it? Put them together and then trim the video so that the audience doesn't feel bored and they see something that's polished. And then take the video and then design a thumbnail and then put it out and then wait for views. And this
Mohamad, what you just described is why so many people are afraid of going on YouTube, bro. This whole process, it's over. Just you talking about it is overwhelming.
Exactly. Until so what happened is it's funny. Until I started, so I'm so interested in American politics. I don't know why, and I hate it, but I'm so interested in American politics. And so until I found this guy, okay, who's a political commentator. And I'm gonna share my screen here just to show you this person. Of course, he didn't teach me this, and I don't know if he'll ever watch this video. But this guy, his name is Hassan Hassan Piker. I don't know if any. Do you guys know him? I am like if I am a fan to any YouTuber, it would be this guy. Okay, he's a political commentator. All he does is recently he started wearing suits. He didn't used to wear that. He's the guy of zero friction with content creation. And I started consuming his content over and over. Like, and the way like he doesn't even do thumbnails. He just would stream, and then from the stream, he shares clips. And so when I watched him, I didn't go, oh, this is what I'm going to be doing. No, I kept consuming content. Like I enjoyed his commentary. Zero editing. He doesn't touch the video. He just hits record and he hits post. That's it. But with time, I'm like, wait, this guy is getting a lot of publicity. He's getting a lot of views. People are starting to know him. And unfortunately, he was in last Web Summit Vancouver. If I knew he had a conference there, like they invited him, if I knew, I would have attended it, but I didn't know. I learned that from his YouTube. I watched a video where he was filming how he landed in Vancouver, and then he went to do this talk. Now, this guy is not so favored by the right in America, the right wing. But in any case, what I learned from this guy is content creation is so easy. All you need to do is hit record, and he literally uses his webcam and the USB mic that doesn't get disconnected from his laptop. And this mic that he takes it in his bag wherever he goes. And I did that in Vancouver. When I went to Vancouver last Web Summit, I took the mic with me. I was no, I didn't actually. I forgot to take the mic with me, but I was there, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna record the video anyways. And literally in the Airbnb, I hit record and I recorded the video that's 10 minutes. And right now it's on my YouTube channel, on the Arabic channel, answering a question. Now, did this video get views? Interestingly, the videos that took the least amount of preparation, they typically get the most amount of views. Why? Because I recorded it. I kept thinking, why would a video that wasn't even recorded on a mic would get good views? It's because you only recorded it from your laptop because you thought this question is so important and people are asking it. And so, for example, I went out with a video talking about how to verify your LinkedIn account. It's because I received this question and I felt like this is important. I opened the laptop, I recorded the video without even a mic, and I wasn't in the office. And this video, according to my small channel, got me 15,000 views on YouTube, which was surprising to me. I'm like, wait, what? How? But then, as I kept analyzing, the answer was because the question was so important that you had to record it without being in your setup, like at your setup. Now, forget Hassan Piker. What I learned from Hassan Piker is you can actually have a channel on YouTube that's 2 million subscribers without using a camera, without using like a professional camera. It can be a webcam.
2 million?
Yeah, not just 2 million. He has like other channels because he streams, and so he's like, yeah, he has another channel that's Hassan Piker's Clips, where he comments on stuff. So I learned two things. One is posting is easy from this guy, and I also learned that if you share your screen during, I'm gonna jump to this idea later. But I also learned something else, which is inspiration. Okay, how does this guy come up with content ideas? Back to and connecting this with the book, which is they ask your answer. The answer was, I'm gonna remove this and then come back to it later. The answer was, I need to find people's questions. It's that simple. I need the audience and people to be the ones that are creating half of my content. And I am only asked to hit record and hit post. Like, that's what I want. I want to reach this way of content creation. People are the ones that are writing the scripts. Okay? And so how do I do this? We have Reddit. Reddit is a gold mine. Reddit is like, I can't describe how grateful I am for this platform, because it's been the source of every single blog on my website, the past 500 blogs. Someone would ask a question, and here comes I'm going to share my screen and show you what I did. I showed Baraa this as well. So I built this agent where it filters these posts from Reddit. Okay. And then it brings me the post itself with the link. So right now, I this is yesterday. I didn't do this. The AI agent did this. I jumped to the AI agent, but I'm going to explain why. So the AI agent got me the link of the Reddit post by someone saying, I booked 12 calls last month from LinkedIn DMs using this dead simple 4-step sequence. Here's the exact framework. That was someone's post on Reddit. And then the post goes like this. So the AI agent provides me with my commentary. Now, I don't use this, but this is an AI agent. I have other AI agents for the blog. This is for my English YouTube channel. So what I did is, literally what I do is, you see this? So what's the title of the Reddit post? I booked 12 calls last month from LinkedIn DMs. Sah, Hicham? Now, what's the title of my YouTube video? I booked 12 calls last month from LinkedIn DMs using that simple 4-step framework sequence. What's the content of the video? By the way, this is the English channel, which is fresh, but I use the same thing for the Arabic channel. What's the content of the video? Me reading this Reddit post out loud and then giving my commentary, which is sometimes 1 minute, sometimes 10 minutes. I read the post on Reddit and I read people's responses to the post and I give my commentary. 70% of the workload right now isn't on my shoulders, because I'm not the one who's scripting. I'm not the one who's ideating. I'm not the one who spends time finding questions. I'm just reading things out loud and giving my opinion on what I think. Okay, so and this is how I was able to get to 300 videos on what is it, on the YouTube, on the Arabic channel, and on the English channel, which is new. Wait a second, I have yeah, I just want to show you here other examples because they might help. I don't know why this suddenly becomes right to left. This is so confusing. But in any case, this is how I was able right now. So you see this video, for example. I wait, yeah. Advice for working with a difficult client. And they're all about marketing. The video is literally me reading someone who's complaining from working with a difficult client. And I gave some great insights. They are the ones that are inspiring me. I'm not the one who's inspiring my audience. And that's the whole premise of the book they ask you answer. Is the audience inspires you to comment, and then you inspire the audience, another layer of your audience, which is someone who has this original question that you commented on. So if you are able, of course, you don't need AI agents to do that in the beginning, because I don't want to make things complicated. You can literally look for Reddit communities, and Barat was shocked the other day because he found Reddit communities, huge communities about his own niche. So you'd be surprised how much people use Reddit. Maybe you're not a Reddit user, but you can be a Reddit consumer. There are Reddit communities out there that talk about your topics, and I'm pretty sure if you don't find one, you can start one. And when you start one, people will join and people will create content. So you can also like influence the content on Reddit. The way it works is very easy. You just go to Reddit and literally look in the searches. For example, Hicham, give me something to look for as a community on Reddit.
Frustration on project management tools.
No, like give me a field. Should we do automation?
Let's do automation.
Okay, automation.
I heard somewhere that like all these LLMs are like one of the biggest databases they train on is Reddit. No?
Yeah. Like if you want to be if you want AI tools to find you, you have to be on Reddit. You have to be on Reddit. People have to talk about you on Reddit. Reddit is so important for SEO. But that's another. So we can dedicate another session to talk about SEO specifically and some of the tactics and how to come up with an article that gets views and reads. Hicham, I'm just gonna mute your mic because yeah. And so you have this this community, which is this community gets 106,000 weekly visitors, and it has 2,000 weekly contributions. And then you come and tell me I don't have ideas to talk about, or I don't know what to talk about. Well, you don't have to figure it out yourself. Other people are already doing the hard work for you. And you, as a part-timer, as a part-time content creator, and that's something I always talk about, treat yourself as a part-time content creator, not a full-time content creator. It's a different thing. For me, part-time content creation is doing 30 minutes before I start work every day to create my own content. I throw a video on YouTube. I put out a post on LinkedIn. I make sure the blog post is posted, which wasn't prepared by me. That's it. This is how I treat my content. But this is how I was able to stay consistent for 2 years and get clients from my YouTube channel, although the views are not so high. But again, when you talk about a specific thing and your audience, they have a specific question and they find the answer coming from you. And if you have your contact details in the description of the video, the likelihood of you landing a client from a YouTube video that has 200 views is high. Is very high. Like 200 views from people who asked a question and found the answer with you. 200 views mean a lot, should mean a lot. And if they should mean a lot. You should look at 100 views on YouTube as an achievement, as a part-time solopreneur, as a part-time content creator who's a founder of other things. Because again, it's a leverage that you can use, which is what Barat said, which is I don't make money and I don't intend to make money from YouTube. Do you know how many YouTubers would envy you for this fact that you're someone who wouldn't wait and expect results from YouTube when it comes to ads and payments and revenue from the views themselves? This is something that puts you that gives you a specific leverage that other people wouldn't have. Because if my whole stream of income has to be YouTube, I'm gonna be fighting with content creation all day long and watching views and watching numbers and impressions. But if you're someone who's already making money outside of YouTube, then YouTube is the best place to throw your content and just don't care. Just put out the content, put out the title of of course, technicalities matter. Just make sure that the video has a description. That's the most important part of your video. If the video doesn't have a description, the algorithm wouldn't understand who to promote the video to. So that's the least you can do. But again, to even show you something that's even more interesting, let's take this as an example. LinkedIn newsletter. Here's how I think. Here's what I think. Okay. So this was a commentary on a Reddit post that was about LinkedIn newsletter. You see the description of the video. I'm going to show you the Reddit post that I made this commentary about. It literally said LinkedIn newsletter, and then there's a question. And the description of my video is this. So I don't even write the descriptions of my YouTube videos. I just copy and paste. Okay, why would someone subscribe to you if you do that? Well, I mean, why not? You're bringing an interesting topic on YouTube, and I always say I YouTubeize Reddit because
Question for Mohammed, sorry.
yeah,
Would you drop your video in Reddit after you've recorded it?
no,
Okay.
because I'm not. If I am someone who's like invested in Reddit, I would do that.
Okay. I'm just
But
wondering because if you
yeah,
answered the question, for example, there's a question and you
yeah,
gave your 2 cents about it, maybe there's some value in dropping that link there. I don't know.
exactly. But I mean, to me, the whole concept or the reason of what I'm doing is video sells, and YouTube gets me clients more than LinkedIn. Although I exceeded 2.5 million impressions on LinkedIn. LinkedIn gives me good publicity, but YouTube is what converts because I see every video on my channel as a sales call. Or when someone comes and sits and listens to me for 30 minutes, what do I want more than that? You trusted me for 30 minutes. You gave me 30 minutes of your life and you actually listened till the end of the video. You're already sold. It's a matter of when you need me and when you can afford me. And this is something video will give you that text wouldn't give you. And so, but if I'm invested in Reddit and if I'm growing my account on Reddit and if I'm growing my brand on Reddit, but the whole concept of Reddit is not to grow your brand. Because most Reddit accounts, and I'm pretty sure there's a stat behind it, most Reddit accounts, you don't know the identity of the person asking. However, they're very strict with AI contributions. So anything that's written with AI gets deleted immediately. They could detect that. And so if we want to talk about technicalities, I'm going to talk about a couple of things that will help you to wrap this thing in 10 minutes, that will help you stay consistent with I'm going to give you some steps. 1, create your YouTube channel. 2, find 1 to 2 Reddit communities that can give you ideas for your videos. 3, choose the easiest video format that you like. What I mean by video format is, what am I doing in this video? Am I reading the question? Am I starting the video with reading the question but not sharing my screen? Just hitting record and reading the question and answering it. Like, is this what I'm doing? Or am I sharing my screen? So what I learned from Hassan Piker is people like sharing screen. People like seeing things other than you in the video. And so, but just take that decision. Are you going to be sharing your screen? Are you going to, like, how are you going to film your, what's the format of the video? What's the expectation of each video? 4, get a webcam. You need a webcam if you don't have one. 5, get a USB mic. Less than $50. You can get something like the one I have. Stick it to the thing, like let it be always connected to your laptop, so recording becomes so easy. 5, choose a streaming platform to record videos. You don't need to use anything other than your laptop, because we're all founders. We're all busy. I'm not going to be taking the memory card from the camera and putting it in and copying and pasting the file and putting it in an editor. I'm not going to edit nothing. Okay, so 6, my advice would be never edit a video. Never edit a video. Learn this from Hassan Piker. If you actually want to feel comfortable doing that, just subscribe to this guy. But if you're not interested in politics, you're going to be bored. But if you're interested, you're going to enjoy it. This guy literally would pause the video and go eat for 5 minutes. And I'm like, what the heck is this guy doing? Yeah, I'm watching. You're eating. Come on. But I stay in the video. I literally stay. And I do other things. And when he comes back, I listen to him.
It's the topic as well.
Exactly.
When your topic, it's so controversial, people want to hear different opinions, or they want to hear someone that have the same opinion as them, or
But
they
that's-
want to. They're trying to build an opinion around something. And
But that's just the
it
trigger.
is the topic.
But that's
Yeah.
just the trigger. The topic is the trigger, but then it becomes likability, not the topic. The topic only matters to the first viewers. And this is why I'm saying, get let your videos be questions like how to XYZ, how to XYZ, how to, let them
I'll
be questions.
like I'll share with you a story. We've been writing content for the past 2 3 weeks, maybe ads, content, whatever. And then we got one question a few weeks ago: how to use a stainless steel pot. We got it like 200 times. Like I think we got the same question 200 times. We're like, okay, let's just make a video. Like, there's no script, there's no nothing. We just teach people how to use a stainless steel pot. Simple as that. Without like taking like it's usually stainless steel gets 500,000 views in 12 hours.
Wow.
Just
On,
answering a
on
question.
IG, on Instagram.
On Insta, no editing, no nothing, bro. No script, no nothing. He's teaching people how to use a pot.
A
Half a
pot,
million.
a stainless steel teapot.
A
How to
teapot,
use-
like the not the pot, the
Tanjara. I don't know what tanjara is in English.
what is it called now? Pot. Tanjara.
a pot on
Pan,
the
pan, pan,
stove.
pan, pan, pan. Yeah, stove.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because nobody
Bro,
knows how to use it
English level,
properly.
please, Muhammad, cut this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cut it
يعني
so that English viewers learn what the pan means in Arabic.
what a
It's
pan,
called
what a pan.
tanjara.
A pan is tanjara.
In
Anyways,
Syrian and Tunisian Arabic, it's maqla.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, so 500,000 views, bro. So just
Wow.
answering one question.
Wow.
Yeah, because these are misconceptions. It's a misconception that you need a polished video for people to watch it.
Hey,
Again,
and we paid $0 for editing,
yeah,
bro.
you just
And the
need a
other videos,
question.
we paid like $1,000 for editing.
And there you go. It was a question. That's the,
Yeah.
guys. I encourage you to listen to They Ask You Answer. You're gonna enjoy every second of it.
I listened to that book.
It's a good book.
Very good.
It's
you,
a
you brought
question.
me on it last year, I think, this book. It was-
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a question. So they answered the question, and this is why they got. This is how they got 500,000 views. So questions act as triggers, but with time, what's gonna make your audience stay with you and accept any content format that comes out of you, even if you're filming right now a short where like you're filming a reel at the gym, they're gonna watch it, is likability. But if the question got me attention, but I wasn't likable, I'm not someone who they would enjoy listening to, they're gonna get the answer, they're gonna skim through the video, get the answer, and they're never gonna watch me again. And so here comes the personality part. Well, you have to be nice to people. You actually need to be nice to people so that they stay with you and they enjoy listening to you. And you have to have a certain personality, of course. And this is the mixture that worked so perfectly for this guy Hassan Piker, which explains how he does zero editing. And again, during the video, he might just be eating or doing something, and then people would still sit and watch. So back to the steps. And so I said webcam, USB mic, and then a streaming tool, a streaming platform. I use StreamYard. There are other tools. There's Restream. There's Riverside. There are other tools, but I use StreamYard. It's just because it provides local recording, and so in case the cloud recording was blurry and was bad, I can download my local recording and upload it again. That's why I use StreamYard. It's not the cheapest, but it's reliable. And then step 7, which is something you could do later, is do live streams. Now this is stressful, and it took me 2 years to feel comfortable live streaming. But you could just have it as a milestone. Well, if I reach a point where I'm comfortable hitting live stream, like instead of recording and then downloading and uploading, you can just hit live stream on your YouTube channel. So you connect your YouTube channel to the streaming platform. You connect it through StreamYard, and you actually hit live stream, and then you start talking. This is stressful because you start thinking while you're talking that, oh, people are watching me right now, or nobody's watching. Who am I talking to? Versus when you record, download, and upload, you don't care. Something else is I want to introduce quickly the concept of the lazy posting. Try to be lazy with posting, meaning don't overthink it. Don't keep staring at the thumbnail. You could actually post videos without thumbnails. You could just post a video, and again, if the question is something people are interested in, they're gonna click on the video. Now, again, if I am a full-time YouTuber and you are a full-time YouTuber, I wouldn't say that. I would study the best ways to come up with the best thumbnail possible. But again, uh, I can't stay consistent if what I'm doing feels like a burden. It shouldn't feel like a burden. I should enjoy it. Like if I'm not enjoying video creation, and if it's not a habit in my day, I wouldn't stay consistent. And so, okay, I want to talk about, yeah, I think, yeah, yeah. One concept is I wanted to talk about, which is content pieces. So content videos and content pieces. Uh, they are assets. You want to look at them as assets. Each video you create and put out on YouTube is an asset. It's an asset to your business. It's an asset to yourself, and it can make you money, whether indirectly through a client that converts or through ads. And if you're someone who doesn't feel comfortable with YouTube putting ads on your videos, because there are people out there who wouldn't agree, for that specific reason, YouTube has allowed you as a creator, when you get monetized, to specifically decide which type of ads you want to show on your video. And you could actually disable a lot of categories. We're talking in, I think I remember there's more than 50 to 60 categories that you can turn off if you're not comfortable. If you're uncomfortable, people watching ads before your videos. And so they are an asset. It's literally like stock. And when I invest in something, it gives me the same feeling as me putting out a video on YouTube. It's a good feeling. I have something more on the table. I have something more on the table. And this messaging, this positive messaging, keeps me enthusiastic towards video creation on YouTube. I have something new. I have something new. I have something new. We can dedicate another video, another call to talk about SEO, to talk about how to do collaborations with other creators on YouTube, how to get their emails. But this is, I think, not now. I think we can talk about this in a couple of months from now, after you've proved to yourself that, listen, I have 100 videos on YouTube. Let this be a milestone. I answered 100 questions. What do you think, Mansour?
I think that's a good one, bro.
Yeah.
I answered 100 questions is a really good milestone.
Yeah. I answered 100 questions about my industry.
Yeah.
Like-
So speaking of industry, so I think if you don't have an industry that you're working on, does it make sense? You're just building your personal brand and you're talking about
Yes.
what's on your mind,
The channel becomes a personal blog.
right? So it's like whatever's on your mind today, whether it be a personal challenge, a business challenge,
Yep.
whatever it may be, you're just able to either address it through a question that you see online that you're also experiencing, possibly. Does that make sense?
Yes, it's journal. This is the whole concept of journaling.
Right.
This is why people journal. You would start a video and just talk about your daily work. Again, I would at least theme it to a specific audience, or
Okay.
theme myself, label myself as, okay. I would use as
Like
a
I have a
solopreneur.
channel, Mohammed. I have a channel. It's called Prosperous Fathers. So it's about dads, fathers who are also entrepreneurs, who want to be fully present in business with their family and with themselves, and spiritually aligned. That's what the purpose of the channel is. I haven't posted anything, and it's been up for 4 years.
Wow.
So just to give you
I mean,
context of where I've been
yeah,
stuck.
yeah, yeah.
I've been stuck for
So
4
you
years.
become. So there's a saying, which is, if your industry is not the brand, you are the brand. And so if
Right.
you're someone who, if you cannot come up with, if you don't want to talk about a specific industry, then you become the brand. Then, if you are the brand, just try to be so comfortable on camera so that people see your personality and they have enough reason to subscribe to you.
Right.
You know. So, but we agreed that we're gonna do another session to dig deeper into SEO and stuff like that, but not now. After you guys hit 100 videos on YouTube, after you say I answered 100 questions on YouTube, Mansour signed up. Hicham wants to block me and leave the call. This is what it seems. Baraa, you sign up?
So just to be clear, it could be one video that has 100
No.
views.
I posted a video saying answering 100 questions the other day, by the way. But no, 100. So you answering. So Hicham, in automation, you answered 100 questions about automation on your YouTube channel.
Hicham,
So
Hicham,
100 videos.
Yes,
Hicham,
100. Don't look
Guys.
at it as like 100 videos. The whole thing of what I'm saying is just hit record on StreamYard and then hit download and upload on YouTube.
guys, we'll just do the videos together, okay? And we'll hit 100, each of us. We'll all just do a 3-way call. Do one video every week, 2 videos, 3 videos, and we'll be good.
Show Hicham. You sign up?
I was the other day. If I only recorded every meeting, every Zoom meeting since 2020, sorry, I think I would have had now like 50 to 100,000 subscribers easily.
I agree.
If I just
I
recorded the meetings I had with like team members or coaches or other business owners or even employees, clients, crazy.
I agree. And to me, I look at every valuable call that's not recorded and posted. I seriously, right now, at this point in my life, I look at it as a missed opportunity. We're missing out. We're missing out on putting it out.
So speaking of that, Mohamad,
That's why you're recording this call.
Yeah.
so how do you, for example, like we have a lot of meetings, but there are a lot of personal information, business information shared on those calls. And there's a lot of gems also on those calls, like things that we discuss that could be very valuable to a broader audience. So do we would have to edit, I guess, those chunks out of our
It
calls?
depends on. So you want to define what is sensitive information? Because sensitive information to me is my home address. That's it. Other than that, I don't give a damn. I don't
Not
give a
for
damn
us,
about
for our
you know,
clients themselves, for example. We
Yeah,
have a
if
lot
it-
of client calls.
if the client approves.
Even that I can find online, by the way.
Thank you, Bara. So, I mean, to me, I actually refused a training that I received from a university. I'm not going to name the country. It's in GCC. Okay, why? Because they asked for my birth date and for my picture of my passport, and they asked for my home address. And it's a well-known university in. I'm not going to say the country. And we reached the last level of the last phase in the agreement. But I'm like, why do you need all this information? They're like, "Oh, it's part of the procedure." I'm like, no. So other than that, to me, it's fine. To me. But if it's with a client, the client has to approve. Do you approve that I put this out on YouTube? It helps people get an idea about what I'm doing and how I do work and how I conduct my meetings. They say a lot of people, you would be shocked about how many people would just say yes. Of course, I would love to see myself on YouTube. Why not? Try it out. Ask 10 of the next 10 meetings. Ask them, can we do this meeting on StreamYard? You're not going to be asked to do anything. You just join a different link. If they say yes, alone, is it fine yani, for this to be on YouTube? Any questions, guys? I'm happy to answer. Yani. I have another 10 minutes. If you have any questions, we can.
And I have to go. No questions.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
No questions.
Yalla, bye.
Thank you, guys.
I'm on the challenge.
You're out or you're in?
In.
Okay. خلاص.
Is this start today? Do we have like a timeline situation or just 100 videos?
No, like I mean, the first one who finishes 100 videos would be a star. I don't know. I'm not gonna put a timeline, but
What do we win?
What do we win?
I don't know, bro. You win. By the way, you're gonna. يعني, you're not gonna thank me. I don't care if you thank me or not. يعني, ما بدي إياك to thank me, but you're gonna actually thank me if you post 100 videos on your YouTube channel.
Bro, how about this? Whoever gets it first, the rest of them take him out for dinner.
Okay, I like that.
Something
Since
like
we're
that.
all in the
We
same
take-
city.
we take them out for dinner.
خلاص,
Something
خلاص,
like
okay, I agree.
that, okay? But you're not in the competition, Mohamad.
No, I'm not. Because I already have 100 videos scheduled on this channel. Yeah. Okay.
Yalla.
Thank you, guys. Yalla. See you.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Salam, salam.